brackets were released on Sunday. We saw this game. We identified it as really one of the more intriguing first-round matchups. What do you see here with Davidson?
Well, what you see right here is Stephen Curry, one of the premier shooters in all of the country. He had 7 for 15 threes on this very floor. There's a guard.
Takes advantage and knocks it down from 3. 18 points for Curry, ties a career high. Curry's got another one.
And Jim, watch his feet. Now that was a very difficult position to get yourself into to be able to get that shot off, but he squares up those feet. Beautiful.
Left hand back to the low and one.
That's a playground shot right there. It shows you the soft touch this young man has.
What an adjustment.
Unbelievable. Watch this. Moves into the left hand, uses his shoulder to move the defender. Terrific play.
Taking on ball.
How did he push it to the end, Jeff? Had no chance to block the shot. Puts an outstanding free-throw shooter on the line. Good steal by Curry. Piece of it.
This kid's amazing.
Good eye contact between Richard and Curry that time. Curry just didn't get enough space.
Curry 3 away from time. The 17-6 run.
How many times have we seen him come left and shoot against the right arm with squaring up those feet? Just incredible form. He's got to get the ball in his hands more often.
He showed it right there. Pass inside Curry. Yes. Richards and Curry. Well cut back. Hard to get the shot clock. Dawson. And Wildcat keeps it going. And he points over to his parents.
Left elbow. Getting that rebound and finding Curry wide open.
37 for Stephen Curry. And the lead with a minute to go.
So he gets 5.
And he'll hit the line for 2.
Jim, you know what's interesting too about Curry? You hear so many outstanding recruits. Here's a young man that Roy Williams, I think, said, hey, we just missed on this guy. You know, coming out of high school, not recruited by ACC schools. And here he is, one of the premier players in the country without question. Jump shot.
Here he is. Can he hit this? And one. It could be a 4-point play.
That was brilliant recognition by Richards. Curry was trapped down underneath the basket on that last drive by Macklin, but Richards had the presence of mind to realize that the great shooter was coming behind him. That was really smart.
Second on Richards. And Curry, who made more threes than any player in the nation this year, can make it a rare 4-point play. 2. Curry whips it inside, rubbed it easily again, and it's a 7-point game. They have to go. On the floor, he makes the steal. And this crowd has come to life.
That was against Wallace. Now Wallace is down. Curry was without a man for a second. Richards and Curry used to playing right at 34 minutes a game. He'll make that one.
Best look of the day.
He'll make that one.
That's the best look he's had all afternoon.
You give him that shot, Jim, and it won't even touch the rim.
Timeout, Georgetown.
Jim, I think that Georgetown ought to just camp him down inside. Beautiful pass.
Lovedale makes it a 2-point game.
Curry can do more than shoot. He had eyes in the back of his head on that one. You know the form is better than that, but you have to look at the fact. Nice backdoor cut.
And one for Curry. What a pass.
All day long, Curry has been coming out of that set across the top looking for a screen. He goes back door, and how about that pass by the #1 assist man in the country? country, Jason Richards. Look at this look from Memphis. Curry may be a little stronger than we give him credit for, Jim, because he had to power that ball in.
Don't bring him back. Coming off 40 points on Friday. What a nifty move. Little dip.
Well, we said he had 40 the other day, 30 in his other NCAA tournament game as a freshman last year against Maryland. Shut down for a while today, but not now.
What a stretch of action this has been. Texas escaping with a win as a 2 seed. Tennessee a 2 in trouble. Here's Curry. Oh, my goodness. Another 3.
Behind the back to get rid of Wallace. Then he shoots right over the top of Rivers, who never anticipated he'd release it.
Oh, that ball was tapped, and Wright stepped back in from the out of bounds. They thought it was a turnover from the Davidson bench. From the Georgetown bench, they're taking a timeout. The 2 in the Midwest is in serious jeopardy after losing a 17-point second-half lead. Unbelievable 17-point comeback behind Stephen Curry. The star of this stage delivers again.
Type of offense. Look at that offensive rebound by Miles Gosselin. Curry fired. That's one down. Stephen Curry with 13 points. With the ball. Great vision. Curry off the window. And in. Landry with 6. Curry lets it go again. I told you, just a little bit of daylight, just a slip. That's all he needs. Just like his old man. Batted off, strip, picked up. Richards has got Curry on the way. He's going to spot up. There he goes. Oh, that's a fly. We got a stop. Curry 4 to shoot. He's got a fire and does. That's another 3. For Stephen Curry and Davidson takes a 60-45 lead. 60-46. Here comes Richards. Finds a cut. Curry. No doubt about it. Find some of that on the backboard. 28 points, 17 in the second half, and make it 29.
Oh, this has been the Stephen Curry show. Which game in the NCAA tournament thus far hasn't been the Stephen Curry show? He's demonstrated again, not only is he a pure shooter, but he's fearless going into the lane with a variety of acrobatic shots.
Curry around the screen, inside. Wow, what a play. There you see the wizardry of Stephen Curry as he put that one right into the hands of Lovedale underneath off the dribble. How about this? The Davidson Wildcats advance 73-56 over Wisconsin. And they are heading to the Final 8.
They can match up above the rim with Kansas.
Here's Curry, pick and roll, gets it up. And he's fouled.
Quick release by Stephen Curry. First of all, sweet handle behind the back to split the D. Take a look at it right here. Little fake right there, splits the D with the behind the back. Quick release and just barely misses that.
Curry again. This time Chalmers goes. Puts it on the floor. To the bucket. Left hand score.
You see the pace going up and down a couple of times. This is more up to Kansas liking.
Curry again.
Kansas liking?
17-13 Davidson.
Kansas able to push the ball up the floor, but right back at you. Curry with the drive, and we said it over and over again, just fearless. But that behind the back dribble gets him through the defense. And the last bucket, he just runs down the sideline, and we'll talk about that throughout the evening. Running down the sideline, kind of getting lost in transition.
Backdoor Curry got a good look. Knocks it down. And he hits his first shot of the second half. 17 points now for Curry. Sander hit one in the first half from the top of the key. Curry again. Oh!
Rush may not be quick enough to get to Curry, and that length won't bother Curry if it's slow.
And that's a three. He has 20. Now Curry. Step back off the dribble. Count it. Big time player. Steph Curry. Curry lets it go. And buries it. 54 seconds to play.